Welcome to the Switch Sports Golf Match of the Century. It's me versus the Zohan, and if we take a look at the current rankings, this is our match lobby. I'm currently ranked number 5 in the Switch Sports Golf Ranked League with all the top players in the world. Zohan is ranked number 6, and we're playing here 18 holes, double stakes match. This is for the top 5. First hole, 11 miles an hour, tough look. Let's get this started.
Nice shot.
So it's going to be on the right side of the fairway with this first shot. You know, you don't have to adjust it really when the wind is going left to right. Now we just have to think about this second shot a little bit. One additional factor to this, since it's a 1v1, the standard 1v1 format in this league is match play. So we're not playing stroke play here. Whoever wins a hole goes up like 1 point or something like that. And if you lose that point. So it's 1 up, 1 down. Every hole that has a difference counts as a match play point. So let's try our best here to hit some shots and, you know, see if we can make some eagles, make a couple cool shots. Here is hole number 1 on the way. That's going to be, it looks like a little too far to the right. So I gave it a good run. Just a little out to the right is where we'll leave that one. That'll be relatively tap-in birdie range. And that'll be a fine birdie on the first. I saw that Zohan birdied as well, so we're even through 1. 11 miles an hour is a tough wind condition on the first hole. Both of us birdie. We're even through the first hole here. Come on, hole 2. Give us a good situation. Let's see if we can make a shot here. You know, Zohan's going to make some shots as well. We are both currently ranked, you know, top 10 in the league, so we've made some shots to get there. Let's see if we can get some fireworks going in this matchup. Middle left pin is what we're going to be dealing with. Let's give it the aim out to there or so. Let's try to give this a cool shot. I'm thinking that we'll have to give it about that much power or so. It's a little bit of a guess. That's short. That's definitely short. It's going to land left and just trickle back. Okay, that's fine. It's stronger crosswind, tough first 2 holes. We'll see if Zohan can sink it. Oh, his is going to end up a little too far left. So he'll have a slightly easier birdie putt. I mean, mine's not too bad. It's hole 2. You can't get yourself in a ton of trouble unless you miss, you know, by a whole lot. We'll tap in the birdie there. Zohan, I assume, is going to tap in the birdie as well. There it is. And so we're even through 2. 2 holes, no points yet. Let's see if we can make some shots here on the front 9. You know, the front 9's tough to score on. What's hole 3 going to have in store for us? It's going to be heavier looking wind. What direction is it going? It looks like it's right to left. It's only 2 miles an hour. I always throw myself off with that. I say it's heavy, and then it's just not, especially for some reason on hole 3. All right, let's give this a good look. We'll send a drive out there to there. I think that's decent. It should just be safely left of that tree. You don't want to put it anywhere close. Can't reach this green in 2 with this sort of wind. We'll just have to hit a good second shot up there and try to chip it in on the 3rd. So we have a good pin here. We have that front pin that I really like. I play it all the time in my, you know, 1-player mode world record runs that I have not been successful on yet, but I say yet as if it's inevitable. It's not. I'm trying hard to get a, you know, 30-something under. It's a hard score to get. We'll see if we get there, though. Anyway, back to this match. We just have to hit... Ooh, we're a little bit further back here with this slight wind. We're just pushed back like an extra couple yards, and that might be enough to change the strategy. Let's see. I think the aim out to there is going to be what we want. We'll give it that much power. Just a little bit more than pin high. Let's see if that little bit more than pin high ends up working out for us. I think that's decent looking if it rolls back. No, that's way too hard. Oh no, I've lipped it out, and I've given Zohan an opportunity. Let's see if he takes advantage of it. I'm 10 feet away. Zohan has a chance here for a make to go up a shot, or a hole, whatever you call it. I'll tap it in. There's a birdie. Zohan has about the same shot as me. Let's see if he does it better. He will. Smacks it. Eagle. Zohan up 1. An absolutely gorgeous eagle for the Zohan. Puts him up 1 on me through 3. That's one that I really have to make. I see that one a lot, but Zohan, you know, no problems there. Smacks center pin, drops it in. We're battling back now. You know, it wasn't going to be an easy matchup. It's 5 versus 6. Let's see if number 5 can make a couple shots here and there and even this one back up. All right, what do we want to do here? We'll aim it out to roughly there. I'm thinking that's decent-ish. Ooh, Zohan has hit the flag or the pin or something like that. But he hasn't put it in the cup. You know, he put it real close. That's the notification that pops up when you're real close. Let's see if I can send one up there. Oh, I've missed it way left. That's not even close. That'll roll back and that'll be a fine birdie leave, but yeah, just not really a good look at the ace there. You know, I had the adjustment, and then I saw the wind was slightly different than I thought it was, and just made a move with the adjustment that didn't end up working out, so we'll have to tap in a birdie, and Zohan will remain up 1 as long as that falls, and it does. So it'll still be Zohan 1 up. The stroke play is going to be the scoreboard on there, but I'll be talking through the match play. Zohan up 1 through 4. What is hole 5 going to have for us? I really hope we get a good seed here. This would be a great time to get a fun seed. And that's kind of what we're looking at here. 15 miles an hour. A chance here to reach this green in 2 on hole 5. This one's going to be quite fun. All right, let's send this out there. I think we can carry those, further tree on the left just okay. Not totally confident, but hopefully this is all right.
Nice shot.
Okay. Ooh, I accidentally put a little curve on that. I saw that my backswing kind of jumped on me. Now, usually that ends up with a much worse result. A lot more curve is not uncommon for me when that type of thing happens, but I get away with it there. We'll have to put the controller down between some shots maybe to recalibrate, but anyway, let's see if we can put this one up there nice and close. Maybe give it a look at an albatross. You never know. Let's give it a shot. Hopefully it's a little more standard this time. Okay. No problems on that swing. Not sure what was up with the tee shot. Can we put this up on the green? We can. Okay. Ooh, and we won't quite get to pin high, but we're pretty darn close. We both get those nice approaches, so good looks here on hole 5. Zohan's going to sink the eagle. I have a putt that's going to move just slightly left to right that I will send up for my eagle. So it's eagles for both of us on that fun hole 5 with that tailwind. So Zohan remains up 1. And the stroke play difference is the same. So it's 7 under through 5. A good pace for Zohan. I'm 1 shot back at 6 under. Come on, hole 6. What are we going to have here? Looks like some stronger wind. And a pin that's just faked out again. 2 miles an hour. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to wait for it to pop up. I'm not going to trust that little camera, pre-roll that it gives you. All right. Where do we have to put this to give it a shot? Do we want to go for the short roll-up? I'm going to go for what I feel is the safer move, which is put it in the trees and roll it down. It's weird. If you're not familiar with the channel, this looks like I've intentionally hit a terrible shot. But what this does is it gives you a chance at a roll-up with the spoon, and you don't have to deal with that big tree that's short and right of the green. So from this angle, that tree is not in the way at all. Okay, let's see here. Let's aim this arbitrarily out there. I'm not totally sure. We'll call that okay. 182 yards. We'll give it like 2.4-ish dots of power, maybe like 2.5. And now hopefully that just makes it all the way down there. That should take a little kick to the right. If it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, and it may. It was on the line where it could have launched, and it takes a little, it like throws the brakes on, if anything, and ends up just 20 feet away. Zohan's got a good-looking putt that he'll sink. I've got a tough little putt here. We got to be careful with this one. Zohan had a similar-looking one. We'll see if I can send this one up there nicely. There it is. That looks good. And I'll still just be 1 down on Zohan. I should also mention, Zohan is my teammate in the Pro League. I drafted him for my team, so we are very familiar with each other. We play in the ranked league all the time. This is the ranked league, where we're opponents, but often we're playing as teammates. So this is a fun, different way to play against Zohan from what I do every single week. Oh, this is a fun-looking one. Okay, good situation here, hole 7. We may see some eagles. Let's see if I can get one myself. That's going to be a good-looking first shot, I think, just out towards the middle of that fairway. That should be pretty ideal, as long as we don't get a power glitch spot, which is so common here for some reason. Is it going to happen? It's a little out of your hands. I think, you know, your character renders differently when it's going to happen. I think we're safe here. Let's just send this one up there, assuming that we're safe from the power glitch. And let's give this a good run. Let's see, right about there I think should be pretty okay for the power, just like the front end of that island. It's a downhill shot, little downwind. Let's go for that.
Nice.
Alright, there's the shot. Hopefully that flies up there nicely. Just takes a little bounce and rolls back lightly. Oh, I've overdone it with the adjustment. That was perfect, except for the fact that it isn't in the cup because I put it too far left. Oh, man. Zohan has a chance here. This is the situation on hole 7 where you have a real good look at an eagle. There aren't many times when it's this straightforward. Let's see if Zohan can pull it off. All he has to do is sneak it around the cup like I couldn't, and he will give it a little bit of extra juice. That's going to roll back, and he'll just miss it on the left side. Oh, very similar to mine, but he had a lot more rollback for that to move to the right. So 2 different near misses there on hole 7. Oh, that could have broken it open a little bit for Zohan. It could have evened it back up for me, but both of us just tap in birdies. And I'm still 1 shot back. I'm still 1 down on the Zohan. We'll move on to hole 8. We'll see if it gets a little chaotic towards the end of this front 9 here. And here's hole 8. It looks pretty straightforward. I need to stop talking before the wind actually shows up. Okay, it's 9 miles an hour. So it's not too bad. What do we want to do here? I'm thinking the aim out to there is okay. You know, I want to be safe and left, if anything. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut down the adjustment a little bit in hopes that if it's a miss left. That's the proper spot to be. Just a little bit of extra power on it. I think I've done that pretty well. That's going to take a good-looking first bounce. That's going to just sneak past it, roll up. Zohan has made a hole-in-one on that back pin with some crosswind, some diagonal crosswind. My goodness, what a shot. I gave it a pretty darn good run as well, but Zohan lights it up on the front 9 here. A nice eagle on 3, and you know, this is often a putt that's really scary, but in this case, it just doesn't really matter. I'll just tap it up there. Of course, now that it doesn't matter, I sink it, no problem. But Zohan makes an ace there on that really, really difficult hole 8 pin, arguably one of the toughest in the game. Wow, unbelievable. Zohan goes up 2 on a hole 8 ace. And you know, aces can happen on hole 8. They don't often happen on that pin. I've got to battle back here. I'm in a little bit of trouble. We only have 4-mile-an-hour winds here on hole 9, so I'm actually not confident that we can get over the water in 2. This may be a 3-shot hole despite having a little bit of tailwind. Just a little unfortunate there. Alright, so we're battling back. We're going to have a good back 9 here. We'll see if we can get it started. I mean, you never know. When it's a 3-shot hole 9, and it's not like an easy eagle, it's maybe a chance to pick one up. It's a pin that's fairly accessible. You know, just in the middle of that green on the left side, not a lot of slope around it. We can go aggressively for this one. It's not going to put the birdie at risk all that much. I'm thinking ahead here. We just have to hit 2 shots to get to the bottom of that fairway first. Hopefully I've left it in the fairway and not in the rough. It's going to be close, and I'll be just short of the rough. Okay, really cut that one close for no good reason. Now let's see. We have minimal side wind here, if that's what you want to call it. So we'll try to glide one up there. That's how we're going to have to do it. We'll try to land it just a little bit short, try to kick it around on the right side, and it usually glides on this part of the green. So we'll assume that it's going to glide. Let's give it like that much power. That should be a good shot. It should go around the pin on the right side, just kind of roll back. Oh, and it's just not enough. So that part of the green is very unreceptive to spin. It almost always does that. Now the problem is if you leave it a little bit shorter, it is receptive to spin, and you zip it 40 feet back. So actually, maybe a tougher pin here. You know, the roll-up might be the way to go. It's what I've been trying a lot, but with lighter wind, you see that possibility of landing it next to the pin and zipping it back. Just didn't work out there. So it's birdies for both of us, and I'm heading into the back 9, needing to gain 2 points, 2 match play points on the Zohan in order to even this match back up. Great front 9 to Zohan, who is at, I believe, 12 under on a slightly tougher seed. Eagles on 3, 5, and the ace on 8. And now here's my time. I've got to start making some shots in order to come back in this one. This might have to be one of them. It's not an easy look at hole 10. It's going to be a little bit weird with this, you know, diagonal wind. It's going to be a slightly different distance than we're maybe accustomed to on this pin. But let's see if we can pull one off. Just over 3 dots of power, I think, is what it's going to take here. Let's aim it out to about there. I think that's pretty decent for this one. And we'll give it just a little bit less than pin high power. Do we want to aim this a little bit more out to the right? We may. I'm going to go for a slight amount more adjustment out to the right. Right about there feels pretty good. Hopefully that doesn't come back to hurt me, but I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Okay, that feels like a decent shot. Hopefully that adjustment ends up being okay. I'll roll it back and sink it. All right. Huge one on hole 10. The shots are falling. Zohan has a chance to do it as well, and he will. Oh, get out of there, replay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is right next to the cup. Oh, I cannot believe that did not roll back. That looked perfect for Zohan until my replay popped up and I didn't see the result of it. Wow. So I'll make a small comeback here. You know, you can only do it one at a time in match play. So I'm down one. I'm down 1 stroke as well. Let's see if I can make up that extra one. Hole 11 is going to be very straightforward looking. No wind, back left pin. This one is a really good chance at an ace. All right, let's do what we have to do here. And what we have to do is give it a good zoom and just go a touch right of the pin. There's the adjustment, and now we just have to give it the 5 iron, 3 dots of power. Zohan has left it on the green, so if I can sink this, I'll even this match back up. There's my shot. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Hopefully that's the distance. It is. That should move just a little bit left, roll up, and I'll sink it for the ace with no wind in the back left pin on hole 11. A huge one. 2 in a row for me to even this match back up. Wow, this has been everything I thought it would be and more. Zohan jumps out to a lead. I even it back up. We have 7 holes to play here to see how this ends up. What's hole 12 going to have? Is this no wind on hole 12? The wind has lightened up on the back 9. We have no wind here. It's a pin that's not super easy, but I think it's a little gettable. Let's go for it. I know what I need to do. It's just a matter of trying to make it happen. It really, really depends what the actual distance we have here on, or what actual distance we have here on this shot. We have to adjust this kind of arbitrarily out to the left. Not a lot, because it's no wind. It just kicks to the right, and so often it just clips the pin and ends up being just off. Let's try to sneak this barely around the pin. I'm thinking the aim to roughly there should be okay. And now we just have to give this the 3 iron and some full backspin. Let's give it a shot. There's the shot. Now, it really depends what actual distance we had on that one. It'll sneak around, but that may be a little too much on the adjustment. It's going to come back. Oh, and I'll lip it. It slingshots 90 degrees out to the side. Oh, that was a great look at the albatross, and I just miss it. I just wasn't quite sure what my adjustment needed to be to sneak around the pin. Zohan's shot is on the way. He's going to roll it back and have the exact same result. Dueling lip outs on hole 12 to go up 1 with the albatross, but neither of them fall, and we both have to tap in for eagles. This match will still be all square. Wow. That was almost extremely electric, but both of us just tap in eagles. We're both at 16 under. The match is all square. We only have 6 holes left to play. What is hole 13 going to have in store for us? Is it going to be an ace opportunity, or are we going to be fighting for a birdie? Looks like light wind, 2 miles an hour, and a pin that's fairly doable. The adjustment out to there feels pretty good. You get a good tee spot when you're in 1v1 mode all the time, which is quite nice. Tee spots are not going to make a huge difference here. Let's go for this one. Let's roll it up. And see if I can make it 2 aces on the back so far. It's going to kick a little right, roll up. Our 2 shots are right next to each other. Zohan sinks it though. Mine just misses on the right side. I gave it a touch of extra adjustment in order to try to account for maybe some slight movement, some slight misdirection from the wind, but it causes me to just miss it. Oh, our shots looked completely in sync until they weren't. Zohan sinks it, and I don't. I mean, that was pretty electric as well. Dueling lip outs followed by nearly sinking aces, but only one of them sinks. Zohan goes back up 1. Oh, and here's a challenge. Hole 14, 17 mile an hour winds pushing back in the face. How do we want to handle this? Well, I mean, the only real option here is to put this towards the left. Let's be safe. Make sure that we can put this up there in 2. Leave it a little bit on the short side. Now that should just sneak around the left side of that tree, bounce off the rough, and end up nicely in the fairway. I'm going to be a little bit closer than Zohan, and that's a decent advantage here when you have this wind in the face. Let's see if it makes a difference. My spoon isn't quite going to get there. The driver is going to be a real close call as well. Now what we want to do is just try our best to put this up on the green. You know, we're not going to be able to put it super close. It's the pin spot that's guarded by that bunker. But let's just try to put this on the green. Sink maybe a slightly longer putt for the eagle, as long as we can get it there. Let's see where that ends up. It looks pretty good. Is Zohan on the green? I think he was probably able to make it from his distance. There he is, right next to me, just a little bit further back. So Zohan makes it onto the green. We both have fairly straightforward putts. He sinks his, and now I have to match that to remain 1 down. Let's aim it just outside the left edge. Hit it up there with enough power. 1.5 should be good. And I'll sink mine as well. Tough eagles on hole 14. Both of us have to hit some longer putts, but both of us do it. So the first real challenge of the back 9 in terms of trying to score well works out for both of us. You know, often 14 is a time when there's, you know, some birdies, some eagles. Eagles for both of us. Zohan's still up 1. Hole 15 looks like it's going to have some wind as well. What pin is it? How much wind is it? That's going to make a huge difference here. 17 miles an hour. In a fine direction, though. This is not a bad wind direction for hole 15. Let's intentionally... You know what? Maybe not. I take that right back. I was going to say maybe let's go for the rough and the roll-up, but that means that we lose a dot of power on the iron. So we'll just put that in that little right notch of the fairway as right as we can while holding the fairway. Have I held the fairway? I have. That doesn't look like it's in the fairway, but the game says it is. And this is about the ideal spot to take all the sideways direction out of the wind and try to send one up there and give it a chance, maybe, at an eagle. This would be absolutely huge if we can sink this one. We'll give it about pin-high power to make sure we get this there. 3 iron's going to be the play. I have to be aggressive here. I have to be real aggressive to try to put this one close and maybe try to sink it. It's going to kick a little to the right, I think. There's the little kick right. There's the roll-up, and it's just short. My goodness, another pixel or 2 of power would have done it. Would have evened the match back up. Oh, nearly a bad first shot. Could have resulted in a tougher look at that one. But I get the first shot, and the second shot is just inches from the target. Zohan sinks the birdie as well, so he'll push to 21 under. I'm 1 shot back, 1 hole back at 20 under. I have 3 holes left to try to even this one back up. What is hole 16 going to have in store for us? It is so important here. This one may be the decider. You know, this final 3-hole stretch often is extremely chaotic, but this is kind of just like a fine wind condition. This one's just, you know, not great, but not bad. Let's try to put this up there. Wherever it goes is totally fine. And I think I may have to make this eagle. If Zohan sinks it, and I don't, that may just be the match. He'll have a slightly better look at it. You know, just a little, maybe 15-yard chip or slightly less for him. Mine's just a little bit more. Let's give it a shot. Oh, this is scary. We have to aim it out to the right. Got to give it about a dot plus of power and just hope that it's enough. Just a little bit more than that first dot should be what we need to put this one up there. It's on its way. It should kick a little left, and I've overdone the power. Oh, that's such a tough little chip. For some reason, seemingly for me in particular, but Zohan doesn't make it either. Oh, what an up and down match for both of us, seemingly at the same time. A very, very makeable shot. Zohan could have put the game virtually away. I could have evened it back up, but I'm still just 1 down. 2 holes to play. Hole 17, always chaotic. We'll see what happens there. Here it is, hole 17. What sort of wind are we going to be dealing with? It looks evil. It looks pure evil. Bad intentions from hole 17 here. 33 miles an hour in the face, but can we handle this? Let's see if we can hit a shot up there. It's going to kick a little bit to the left. And the goal here is just to give yourself a makeable chip. You cannot reach the green. All you can do is try to give yourself the angle on the chip. Oh, and that's not going to be it. Oh, I'm a little bit too far to the right. The rough doesn't kick left. Are we okay? Oh, this is difficult. This is going to be an extremely difficult shot to make. Let's see. We have to put this one up there. Probably to about there. This is virtually must make. If Zohan makes it, this is the match. If he does not make it, I still have a chance on 18. But if I can make this, it might even this one back up. Let's see. 2 dots of power. Roughly pin high. It should get blown back. It should land a little bit short. It should kick a little left, and I'll sink it. Right center cup. Slight crosswind with that maximum wind. Not my best leave, but I sink it for the birdie at an absolutely necessary moment, and Zohan lips it out. Zohan has lipped it out on hole 17. The chip just misses. It was at a good speed. It looked pretty good, and this match is all square heading into hole 18. Oh, an absolutely clutch chip for me, and a heartbreaker for Zohan is going to even this back up. We're both at 22 under heading into hole 18. It's anyone's match. What is hole 18 going to have for us? Is it going to be doable wind for the left island? It is. Okay. 6 miles an hour. Front pin. This is what it comes down to. It's probably going to take an albatross to win this one. Let's see if one of us can pull it off. 6 miles an hour. Crosswind. Left island is doable. We'll just send it out to the middle, and then we'll think about that second shot once we see that distance pop up to the green. What's it going to be? 181 yards. I think we can get there with the 5-iron. Let's club down. It looks okay. I think it's okay to go for this with the 5-iron. I'm not 100% confident, but I'm fairly confident that that'll bounce up there and we won't leave it short. Let's aim it a good ways left with that 3-iron. Club back down to the 5, and hopefully this gets there. I'm going for the make. I am going for the make here. The albatross on 18. All or nothing. I'll carry it over that little rough patch, move it up there, and I'll just miss it on the right side. Oh, it was inches, if inches, maybe an inch from the albatross. Zohan puts it up on the green as well. I'm going to have to tap in an eagle after nearly sealing that match. Zohan gave it a good run as well. He's going to have a slightly side hill putt. He may have to go a little bit over that mound, but it's no issues for him. Zohan is a great player. We are tied. He sinks an eagle. We're going to extras. 24 under for both of us. If this was a pro league round, that would be both of our best rounds. What an unfortunate time to get a score like that. But we're tied. We're moving on to the sudden death playoff here. You know, we're playing in the ranked league, and the standard way to do this is to play this closest to pin, and you must make it in order for this to be a win. So the ball must be in the cup. 0.0 feet on that counter. Is this even possible? Where are we hitting from and to here? It's hole 6. We're way off to the to the left, I think. I don't know. Let's give this a shot. Fullish on the 3-iron, maybe. Super downhill. That feels like it's okay. Is it going to be too far? Too much on the adjustment? Oh, Zohan might do it. Hang on. Has Zohan done it? Did he lip that? Did Zohan just lip out the closest to pin that for our purposes must be a make for the win? My goodness. I didn't see the roll up. I hit it a little bit too far, but the way that ball reacted, it looked like it may have clipped the cup. Wow, Zohan wins the closest to pin, but because neither of us made it, we go to extras. As soon as one of us scores better than the other, they will be declared the winner, and they will almost definitely take 5th place in the ranked league. Top 5 is huge and fun to be in, and only one of us can be there after this. Let's see what hole 1 has in store this time around. Is it some lighter wind? It is, and it's a back left pin. Okay. Here we go. The playoff is underway. Let's hit a good first shot out there to the middle of that fairway and give this a run at an eagle. That should just bounce down to a pretty standard spot. You know, 0 adjustment drives are what I go for almost every time on hole 1. I just saw the clip of Zohan's commentating live. I just saw the clip of Zohan's closest to pin. It is far worse than I imagined it could be. It wasn't just a lip. I will have thrown it up on the screen. You will have seen it, you know, in the viewing of this video before I'm talking about it now. But my goodness, I have to say, that is one of the worst robs I have ever seen. I can't believe I'm still in this thing. I can't believe I still have a shot at this. We're lining up this shot. Gotta make this. This is a must make in order to win this match right here. Zohan is on the green. He has not made it. I have a chance for the make to try to seal this match. Let's send one up there. Let's see if I can sink it. It looks pretty okay, and I'll make it. Oh, I thought that might lip, but it sinks for the eagle on the first. And after that absolute rob Zohan had in the closest to pin, that feels like robbery. But wow, on the very first hole, it came down to a light wind condition, the back left pin. Not the easiest one to hit, but I sink it, and I'll win the match. Great game to Zohan. That was absolutely electric. So as a result of that match, I have gained 33 ELO points. You can see in my little session dashboard on the left side of the screen. We'll pull up the overall ranks. Zohan has... oh, it looks like lost a little bit, so he'll drop back to 7th place. So that was going to be an absolutely huge match in terms of ELO points. For whoever won it, it was going to go up or down pretty big either way. So Zohan will drop back to 7th. I'll maintain 5th, but I'll move considerably closer to 4th. I really hope you've enjoyed watching. That was an absolute blast to play. Shout out to Zohan for hopping on. We kind of did that on a whim, but that was so much fun. I hope it was as fun to watch as it was to play and to commentate. And I'll see you soon in some more ranked videos coming up.